a program committed to delivering information that's important to you and your community.
Welcome to Life Esteem again. Always glad to have you as a viewer. Hey, today we're going to talk about an organization that's offering opportunities here in the central Pennsylvania area. There are Opportunities Construction LCC. We have with us Carl Phinney and also Gloria Sweet. Gloria is the administrative assistant and Carl is the principal owner of Opportunity Construction. Man, I love that title. That's good stuff.
Yeah, we love it as well.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. And so you're giving opportunities to people who need it.
That's right. That's right. From the inception, we thought it was important to help people find a better quality of life and give them those opportunities that they're not always afforded or awarded. So yeah, that's great.
And so are you working primarily with persons who, like, you know, low income, recovering community, people coming back from the system? Like who are you working with?
Absolutely. It's those that are quote unquote deemed hard to place individuals. You nailed the nail on the head when you said people may be coming home from incarceration, those who may be veterans looking to translate their skill set, people who, addiction, some of the life challenges, you know, that a lot of folks face. Yeah, you know. It's not a requirement, but it's definitely something that we don't overlook.
Well, this is right down your alley, Sister Sweet, because I know you're in the ministry along with Pastor Sweet. And you guys do a lot, and that sounds like a ministry to me. Is that what it is?
It is. It really is. And one thing that I like about it, it's not just a career path that we share with them. It's a life path.
Nice.
I like that.
That's true.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah. And what kind of opportunities do you have for the young individuals?
Well, the company is a construction company, a highway construction company, and I think it's important to expose people to that industry, or that sector. A lot of times, you know, we have high school, we have vocational courses, and then you have, you know, buildings. You learn how to put up and erect housings and residential structures and things like that. But I haven't experienced or been exposed to highway construction at that level. So it's really just something we want to open people's eyes first and foremost to the highway construction industry. Let them know that they can have a career in highway construction with a GED and or a diploma.
Okay, very good.
Some of those positions be kind of lucrative too.
Absolutely, absolutely. We pay our guys the prevailing wage, and I think that was important as well for people to be exposed to the prevailing wage. A lot of our training classes, I ask the question, have anybody ever, do you know anything about the prevailing wage? And the answer typically is no. So first and foremost, that's something that we're proud to do. It's not always the highest margin work. You know, when you're paying a prevailing wage, it's real labor intense, but it blesses people. Blesses people, I say, to dream again. You know, I can have that house now. I can afford that house. I can afford to buy a car, a dependable car. I can afford to put my children through school. I can afford to, you know, set some money aside for savings. So it's real important.
Which is really difficult to do for families that are really, you know, struggling at that bottom. They don't see any way up to the top sometimes because of so much. So the prevailing wage, I'm sure, is fluid. It changes, you know. But what is it, generally speaking, right now? What would be the prevailing wage if someone was to come to your company?
Well, our niche is traffic control.
Okay.
Or work zone safety, and the prevailing wage for that is the prevailing wage, first off, is two rates. It's your base rate, and then they have what they call the fringe benefit rate. Right now, I believe it's $19.81 is the base rate, and with a fringe benefit rate of somewhere around
$16.29.
$16.29.
Okay.
So those things, you know, like I said, were very important to us in the beginning to help people first and foremost. It changed my life. I've been in this sector for approximately 17 years now, and it wasn't until being exposed again to the prevailing wage and highway construction that I broke through my glass ceiling, quote unquote.
Now you're the owner.
Now I'm the owner.
Go ahead, man.
Right. Yeah.
That's great
now
stuff.
I'm the owner. And like we said, you know, it's a ministry. It's something that blesses my life, you know, so I wanted to make sure that I could pass that on. And this is how God has blessed me to do it, through my company. Opportunity Construction, when we named it, we didn't name it by accident. It's intentional.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. And so, you know, I'd imagine, of course, the administrator always holds up the real company. We know that already.
Exactly.
She is the force.
So
Yeah.
I'd imagine a lot of people are coming into the agency with a lot of needs. And sometimes the paperwork, you know, scares them off, right? And they struggle to get that done. How do you help them to overcome that barrier of just sitting down, filling out the application, okay, and doing all the other things that are necessary to be in that construction field?
Well, for me, it's just a joy, first of all,
Okay.
and it's a passion, you know, that I have. And it does take a lot of patience, you know, because there is a lot of paperwork that has to be done, you know, when they're coming in. And what we do, we set up sessions.
Okay.
Yeah, we get them all together, and we have a team that I work with. There are 2 other ladies that work with me, and we go around and we help them fill out each paper individually, one by one.
Good.
Yeah, so.
And I found that, you know, we used to do a lot of work through Tressler and others. And it's not that they don't want to work, but sometimes they're intimidated and their pride gets in the way. Instead of saying, you know, I really don't know how to do it, I'm not reading at the level I need to read, they just give you that attitude. And then people, you know, will walk away from them or else whatever. But yes, I'm glad to hear that, you know, you really take time with them.
Yeah,
and
we do.
help them overcome that barrier. Yeah. Are most of them coming from, most of your clients coming from Central Pennsylvania area? Do you find them coming from even further than that?
Yeah, we're headquartered in Stilton, so
Okay.
the Central Pennsylvania area, it's a District 8 engineering district, PennDOT Engineering District 8, and that is primarily York County, Lancaster County, Dauphin County,
Okay.
Perry County, Adams County, Lebanon County,
Wow.
and the like. So it's Central Pennsylvania-ish.
Yeah.
We expand far as far east as Berks County, Schuylkill County. So yeah.
Okay. That's good. And you have, you actually have job sites in all those different counties too, or they mostly come? Okay.
Absolutely, because we work on a highway. It's a big deal, you know, to have transportation, and we provide transportation for some of those guys. It's one of the things that we provide, make it easier for them to get to work, have a dependable van, and we pick them up, so we have a service. But yeah, we're all over the mid-state, so to speak. So wherever there's a highway construction project, we hope to get a piece of that work.
Quite a bit of those.
Piece of that, yeah. Oh yeah,
So
and,
now-
and look forward to more.
Fantastic. Is there an age requirement or limitation in terms
Well,
of?
18 years old. We
18
prefer,
on up?
Yeah, 18
Okay.
on up.
Okay.
On up. We have a gentleman that's old. He's 70 years old.
70.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah.
be me coming to you one of these days.
Yeah. And I tell folks all the time I can use 10 more. just like you. Yeah, just like
You
you.
had a work ethic,
With
don't
his
you?
work ethic, with his
Excellent
understanding of being a team player, his leadership qualities. He's just that type of guy. He's a great
I
guy.
say that all the time. Don't sleep on the senior citizens.
No.
Because they bring something to the table.
That's right.
man,
That's
you know?
right. You know, there's a saying that you don't make them like this anymore.
You know?
So they don't make them like that anymore.
So
However,
you're MBA though, boundary business employer.
yeah. Well, we're certified DBE, MBE, SBE.
Okay, all of it. Okay.
Minority Business Enterprise.
Okay.
Yeah, Small Business Enterprise.
Let's talk about how important that is, though, because I do want to touch on the fact
Right.
that a lot of people would love to be doing what the, two
Right.
of you are doing, but they don't know how to go about getting
Right.
that certification, how to get established, or any of that. So, what does it take to start to finish to get that to where you are?
Well, you have to be disciplined. You have to jump through the hoops. First and foremost, you have to get started.
Okay.
If you have a dream, if you have a desire to do something, get out and get started somewhere, and allow God to help you along the way. Well, the certification to be a minority business enterprise is lengthy.
Yes.
It takes, on average, around 9 months. So you got to get started early. The process is intense, but if anything, is worth having, it's worth working for. And I tell people all the time, if you want to do it, you have to stick to it. You have to follow through. It's not going to be as easy as just putting an application in, submitting your application. You're going to have to follow up. You're going to have to provide all the documents, the supporting documents that they ask for. And you just got to jump through the hoops, just like anything else. You have to start and you have to finish. I also recommend that you find or connect yourself with some agencies that can help you along the way. Out of Cheney University, there's an agency called the DBE Supportive Services, and it's a nonprofit that helps small businesses acquire their DBE certification. So there's several resources like that. There's CEDACOG, and there's one out of Kutztown University. Even Dickerson has some incubators and different things like that. People that point you in the right direction. I personally, have helped a few folks obtain their DBE certification, just by having a willingness to give back. So you got to apply yourself. It's very important, and once you have it, it's very fruitful, as a matter of fact, because there are set-asides, and this is money or goals that are attached to state-funded, federally funded contracts for minorities, women-owned and operated companies as well. So it's pretty important for your company's positioning, if you are a minority and you are the owner of a company, to follow through and get your certification.
And I do know that there's a lot of reporting requirements, I would imagine. And I would imagine that's where Sister Sweet comes in. Tell us about that, Gloria.
Yes, there is, especially when you get into government contracts. There's a lot of reporting. You spend time doing, they're called payroll certifications that are a requirement, and they require accuracy on those, because they, whatever we pay our workers, they want proof, that our workers have been paid. So there's a lot of reporting required when you're dealing with the government. I get a chance to see that firsthand when Pat has contracts through the county, and I know she has to do all that stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm retired. But anyhow, so, but it is very, very important, though, to make that happen, right?
Yeah. So we have an excellent team, and it's because of her efforts that we've created a reputation as, I don't know how to phrase this, but, sometimes, when government agencies come in contact with minority businesses and the like, they don't always have the back office help the way that we have it. So I'm very grateful to have someone as meticulous, as caring, that pays attention to the details the way that she does, because it really has set our company aside.
And how long have you been operational now?
Well, the company was formed in 2012, and we started working contracts in 2014. And in those 2 years are when we got in position. We got our certifications. We did all the things, became a PennDOT business partners, and did everything we needed to do to be in position for when the contracts were awarded.
Is that what it's actually called, PennDOT Business Partners? Is that the name of the?
It's a PennDOT business partnership. Anytime you work on the highways here in Pennsylvania, you have to, your company has to become a PennDOT business partner. So we're dual registered with PennDOT in construction and consulting.
So I'm someone sitting at home and I'm watching this program now, and I'm saying, wow, I really want to break on an opportunity. So what do I have to do? What's my first step? I want to get up off that couch. I want to make this happen.
Now you're asking about as far as employment or working as an entrepreneur?
I want to come and work with you guys. I want to, take your company. I want to come to your company and get involved. Well,
first thing, I'd visit the website, opportunityconstructionllc.com. We have information out there concerning the process. I post on all the social media when we do our hiring events. Now we hire primarily through the PA Career Link, the Dauphin County Career Link. And we host, several sessions, like Gloria mentioned earlier. First and foremost is the information session. We bring in groups and we explain who we are, what we do, to find out if they're interested. Then from there, we go into training sessions. And it's a requirement that you pass our Flagger certification.
Flag certification?
At the minimum. The test that they have. So it's a presentation, it's a joint effort between PennDOT and APC, American Pennsylvania Contractors. They put together a Flagger training. So I teach the session. I also administer the exam, and it's a pass or fail, 80%. But once you do that, then you pretty much just wait on the opening, and Lord willing, we get the work awarded to continue on. continue growing and continue hiring people.
Fantastic. Yeah. The construction industry itself, like you said, hopefully you get the contract to continue on. I mean, it's kind of fluid, right? It goes up and down a little bit and that kind of thing.
It's competitive, that's for sure, and it's low bid, so it's competitive.
Oh, okay.
And again, you know, profit margins are thin coming from an owner's perspective. But again, you know, as long as we're blessing people and helping people, I look at profit as a I guess a side, what would I call it, a side effect, or kind of loss. It's something that comes as a result of you know, first and foremost helping people. So that's our goal and that's our focus. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to be in the construction. In construction.
I can imagine. Is there a background or a condition that a person might have that would keep them out of your company? In other words, they would come to you and you say, "Hey, look, because of your, you know, record or whatever, we just can't work with you."
Honestly, I say no to that.
Okay.
I'm a real good. I have a spirit of discernment. I'm a real good judge of people, and what you tell me, I take it at face value in the beginning, and then I'm a quick study. You know, you'll show me who you really are soon enough. And in the same way, I give people opportunities. It's all about the big picture. So we're trailblazers. You know, we create a culture out there that it's not just about a job. It's about those that, you know, are going to come behind us, you know, that we're opening the door for. And we really, you know, I reiterate it all the time, you know, for people to really understand that if this is not for you, then it's not for you. And as quick as I give you the opportunity, you know, I'll take it from you as well. You know, I fire people from time to time that have to be fired. And it's just because that it's always about the big picture. It's always about us being sustainable and being around for the next group of people that need the opportunity.
So they have to be on time.
Oh, you have to.
They have to do the work.
You have to do the work. All of that is something that's necessary to remain employed with Opportunity Construction.
Leave that attitude at home, right? That stuff we bring in sometimes, right?
Absolutely, and I teach along the way. I'm a minister. I'm a minister of the gospel, and you know, I understand, you know, that people have a journey. They're on a journey. You know, they have to learn, and I'll give you a shot. I'll give you chances. You know, I'll work with you, but ultimately it's up to you. You know, taking the opportunity you've been giving and turning it into something good for your family and for your future.
And I'd imagine with working with the contracts that you do, this is regardless of race, color, creed, religion, that kind of thing. So everybody's open to your services, am I right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And the reason why I say that is because a lot of times when people hear, you know, minority-owned business or this, they think it's only for, it's just like, no, just like any other business, right? And you're trying to work with everybody, but everybody has a chance and opportunity.
Right.
But
yeah, we have a good mixture, good group of people, women,
Do you have some employees been on long term with you for quite a long while?
Yeah, I have some since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Since the beginning, yeah, and it's incremental. You know, we train them. We have different levels. They get in, like I said, mainly flagging and work zone safety. But then we have what they call TCTs, the traffic control technicians, traffic control supervisors. We're also, again, we're dual registered with Pendon Consulting, so so transportation construction inspectors, TCIs. We're looking forward to engage in that area and have some of those on the road as well. So,
fantastic.
Yeah, we're looking to you know, bite off as much as we can chew. So there's a lot of items on the highway. We're not, you know, opportunity flagging for a reason. We're opportunity construction because we want to get into paving, you know, milling, concrete, you know. Different work, different aspects of highway and bridge work. Yeah, so
there's so much out there, you know, that, and you know, and it's interesting. You say to young people, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? They'll never say jobs that you have, right? They always talk about this sort of stuff way out there, but the truth of the matter is, your jobs are more accessible to them than an NFL football player.
Then they know. Then they know. That's right. And that was important, again, the exposure, to open their eyes up. Like a lot of these guys, you know, I share with them all the time. I said, watch what these guys are doing, equipment operators, crane operators, you know, truck drivers. There's a lot. There's a lot of, avenues to make money in infrastructure is what it's called now. If you follow the news, it's infrastructure.
We have a son right now who's just got his received his CDL, and he's traveling all over the place. But his desire is to be back home, to be more able to, you know. So I don't know if you guys work in that area or not, but he's always on the lookout, boy. I want you to know.
Absolutely,
You know?
owner operators, owner operators, hauling. Hauling is big. You know, you got to haul that material out on the project some way.
Okay.
Yeah, so they take CDL drivers.
Fantastic. Good. Yeah, so I'll let him know, man. He's into it too, boy. He loves it. But at the same time, he wants to be more home. He has a family, you know.
That's right.
Wants to be more at home. So this is good stuff. So yeah, I'm going to send him and say, hey, go talk to Opportunities Construction. Is it Opportunities or Opportunity Construction?
Opportunity.
Opportunity Construction, LLC.
PY, yes.
Absolutely. Get it done. So, you know, what is, when you look at your company, where would you like to be in the next 10 years or so? How large would you guys like to be, or how, you know, whatever? You want to expand out of Central PA? You want to go nationwide? What's up?
Yeah, I want to duplicate what we're doing here in other markets. You know, I really do. We just awarded the Governor's Employer Award for our efforts, and it just blessed me to know that it's working. You know, the model is working, the business model is working. It's alive and well. People are, you know, obtaining a better quality of life, and we're proving that, you know, even though you may have some past that are, you know, unblemished, you know, it doesn't prevent you from being able to move forward when given the right opportunity. So we're looking in Maryland, the Maryland market. I'm looking someplace warm where we can work all year round, maybe Florida. We're definitely looking to expand. And again, because there are people in those markets that will benefit from an opportunity like this.
Absolutely.
Great stuff.
Well, I just think I have to take my hat off to you and applaud you. Again, congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
And also looking at a population that really is in need for this type of opportunity. And as you're working with CareerLink, you said a lot of the folks go through CareerLink.
Absolutely.
In order to be able to access you and get services. But you do, again, give your website so people want to know more information.
Okay. It's OpportunityConstructionLLC.com.
Oh, that's easy enough.
Yeah.
OpportunityConstructionLLC.com. Wow.
Well,
So don't tell them you didn't hear that. Get out of here. So I didn't know the way to get to them. Well, the churches, how connected are you to the churches in terms of their, you know, input and helping you to find clients and all that stuff?
Well, this is my pastor's wife. She's my partner. So it speaks volumes. They're connected. We're connected at the hip. It is ministry. You know, even when I'm out with the crews, you know, I refer to it as ministering to the guys, you know, and the gals. And it's definitely ministry. I mean, it's what we do. It was birthed out of, you know, the teaching, the word that we're underneath from, you know, our pastor really, you know, teaches. He's even teaching a series on dreaming right now, you know, the dream, to apply, you know, the word of God to your life, and you know that the word of God is all about, you know, blessing people.
Exactly.
You know, we're in a blessing people business, and that's a ministry in itself.
That's great. Fantastic. So, Sister Sweet, are you from this area
Yes,
originally?
I'm born and raised right here in Harrisburg.
Oh, Harrisburg?
Oh,
yes.
So you're Harrisburg high grad, or where did you come out of school?
William Penn.
There you go. All right.
Another William Penn over here.
I know.
First off, you don't look old enough to be out of William Penn. What are you talking
I
about?
just retired on Friday
Did you
from my
really?
regular job.
Join
Yes.
the club. That's fantastic.
Okay.
But that's great, though. So, you know this area then.
Yes.
And you know some of the challenges we've had over the years. And when I see the city, and I, you know, love the city as we all do, you see all the empty lots and all the other things. Man, there's so much that the potential's here. You know, and a lot of people still working hard. But, you know, there's a lot, we still have a long way to go to get back to where we were. I mean, there used to be a time we had like 100,000 people in the city of Harrisburg. Now we're down to like
55,
49.
54,
Is it-
yeah, 40,
yeah, I thought it was like 49, 51, something like that. So, you know, there's been a lot of, you know, moving out. But with your company, though, and with the ability to build and do some things and make some things happen, I don't know. You know, this might become the new Mecca again for, you know, for business and for opportunities. I can really see it. What do you think?
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. As a matter of fact, we're looking forward into expanding, commercial properties and things like that. Maybe when the time is right, to be able to do some of that, to do some, rebuilding, here in Harrisburg. We're committed. We're headquartered here. We're not going anywhere. And it's because of that. It's because, I have a love for the city and really want to see it restored to its former glory.
And you also were born and raised here in Harrisburg?
In Stilton. It's the same.
Still considered part of the country.
Close enough to know about the reservoir part. And the times we had, with family and being able to enjoy the city.
I always admire Stilton. I'm, of course, a William Penn grad as well, and love Harrisburg. But Stilton used to give us a fit on that football field, basketball. I like that little old place down there. Where they get these folks from, man? It's just a great community, though. Really great community, and it still has its challenges today. A lot of challenges, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So good stuff. So, what made you decide though to headquarter in Stilton? Was it just a conscious decision because you're from Stilton?
Well, we want to give back. Again, we're aggressively attacking recidivism in the city and in our area. Like I said, it's part of the ministry. We just wanted to, just to give back. There are people here, hurting people, that deserve an opportunity. So it's just a blessing. Again, I use that word a lot, but it's a blessing to me. It blesses me first to be able to, help people, find a better quality of life.
Amen.
And it's, to look around and see, helping friends and helping family. Just the work that we've been able to do over the past 2-3 years. Just seeing, the impact that it's having on our community already. It's just really, it does the heart good.
And I'm so glad that you mentioned the fact that you're, church folk and you're doing the ministry.
We're church folk.
Because people always say, oh man, the churches, and I'm thinking, are you kidding me? There's so much good coming out of our churches these days.
That's right.
People don't want to admit that.
There
By
is
the
a
way,
remnant in
the name of your church and where you guys are.
The name of our church is called Kingdom Life Christian Center, and it's located at 1219 South 18th Street, right in the heart of Harrisburg.
Yes,
and our
indeed.
pastor is Tony Sweet.
Tony Sweet, our man of
Brother
God.
Tony Sweet, good man. And you're a member of the church as well, I heard you say, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. I'm the assistant pastor there.
Oh, okay, beautiful.
Yes.
Pastor Sweet is my man of God.
All right.
They're my spiritual mother and father. And they just open arms,
Fantastic. I remember we were all over at the neighborhood center there and doing good work there.
Yes,
and,
indeed.
Great people, and I'm so glad to see you doing what you're doing.
Yes.
And much success to your business because,
Thank you.
You're doing, like you said, you're making opportunities for others, you're blessing people. And God knows that this area needs, the kind of blessing you're offering. And so I do work, closely and haven't been as close as I needed to be lately, but with the, what is it called? The re-entry, fellowship.
Sure.
Capital Region, that's the French program.
Capital Region, yes, and so and they're doing great work. You'd have America for Sure, and Pastor Larry Coleman, Vladimir Bofis, Marsha Banks and all them, and they're working with young. So I hope that they know about your organization because they need to make sure that you guys are working together to get those clients that they're dealing with to come over to where you are as well. Yeah. So, well, thank you so much for coming on. This has been great. Tell me the information on how to get in touch with you one more time.
Well, Opportunity Construction, LLC.com is the website.
Okay.
And it's we're on social media as well, Facebook page.
Is there a phone number they can use or just the website?
Well, you can contact me directly.
Okay.
My number is area code 717-461-0780.
Please take advantage of the opportunity. It's here. It's the kind of chance you've been waiting for. But it won't happen for you unless you get up and go. You got to get moving, folks, okay? God bless you. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching Life Esteem. Have yourself a blessed day. Goodbye. Good stuff.
Thanks.